Good day, class. Here is another way to solve an exponential equation. Now, I want to say this. Please do not worry about how complicated the algebraic method was in the previous video. Please do not worry about how complex it is. Please, please, please. All I wanted you to do is just take a look and see what the procedure looks like if you have to solve an exponential equation algebraically. Okay, that's all I wanted you to do. Alright? Now this video is to show you an easier way to get the answer. Okay? Now before I continue, an exponential equation is simply an equation where you have a variable in the exponent. So as you can see, for this problem, we have an x as a variable, which is a part of the exponent, right? For each value, 4 and 32, okay? So 4 has an exponent that contains an x, 32 has an exponent that contains a variable, which is x. Yes? So an exponential equation is an equation where you have a variable present as an exponent or a part of an exponent. Okay? Here is the simpler way. Before I continue, in the previous video, the solution that that teacher got in his presentation was x is equal to negative 12 over 19. Now I found the decimal equivalent for the answer. So the answer as a decimal is, it's about negative 0.6315. Yes? Now I'm going to show you an easier way to do this. Okay? I am going to split my equation into two equations. Y is equal to one side, y is equal to the other side. Okay? So let's look at this. So I'm gonna be using Desmos. So y is equal to 4. To get my exponent, I go to the keyboard, which is right here. I'm going to press A to the B, A to the B. I'm going to use parentheses. Very important to use parentheses. Alright. I'm going to type 3x take away 1. 3x take away 1, close parentheses. Okay, that's my first equation. Alright, I'm going to write y is equal to the other side, which is 32 raised to the power of 5x plus 2. Okay, so that's 32. I go to this button right here to get my exponent. Parentheses. I'm gonna type 5x plus 2. 5x plus 2. Okay. Now notice we have two different graphs. Yes, the red graph corresponds to the equation at the top. Let me show you. So this graph corresponds to this equation, yes? And the blue graph corresponds to this equation, alright? So the colors beside each equation will tell you which graph it matches, alright? Okay. Now, all you need to do to get the answer is you click on the graph. Click on the graph, and as you can see, we have a dot here which is in gray, alright? Which is in gray, alright? So when I click on this graph, or I click on this graph, I'm going to see a point here where the two graphs meet. Where the two graphs meet. I click on that point, and I choose the x value. I choose the x value from that point, and that will be my answer. Okay, that would be my answer. Okay, so in this case it is negative 0.632. all right. Alright, and as you can see, the answer as a decimal is roughly negative 0.632 if we should round it up to 3 decimal places. Yes, very easy. Okay, now I want to point something out to you here. What we are doing here is splitting. We split the equation into two equations. Y is equal to one side, y is equal to the other side. Yes, and we enter each in separate rows, and we are going to have two different equations, and all you need to do is see how many points of intersection it has. Click on the graph, click on that point, I should say, or points, depending on how many points of intersection there are, and you click on that point or points, and you identify the x values, or the x value if it is one point of intersection, and that would be your answer. Alright, so let me demonstrate again. So we have two graphs here. I'm going to click on this one, and notice a point appears where the two graphs meet, right here. Alright, show you right here. Yes, or I can click on the red graph, but we see 2 points. We are not going to click on this point. All right, let me show you. We are not going to click on that point, right? Because this point is not a point of intersection. Alright, we want where the two graphs meet. This line here, this line here is, sorry, this line here, this vertical line here is the y-axis. Alright, what I want is where the two graphs meet. They meet right here. Alright, so that's the point I will be clicking on. Okay, this point. Alright, and then the x coordinate, that would be our answer, negative 0.632. Okay, alright, so this is the easier way to do this problem. Okay, please do not worry about the algebraic approach. I just want for you to see what it looks like and get an idea about how the process, how you would perform the process algebraically. But don't worry about understanding how to do it as a method to solve this problem. Use the easier way. This is the easier way. Okay, have a good day, class.